become very impatient because unfortunately children cry in demand. So they cry if they want to be fed, changed, played with, or wants to sleep. So you will have impatientness. Today we're discussing about childbirth changes. Us parents, when we give birth, what are the changes that we experience? So I'm going to share with you in regards to moods that we experience after childbirth, and then we're going to discuss further on body changes, which is physical aspects of childbirth and what you should experience. But please take in mind that these changes does not affect everyone, and it varies the person and also who you are per se. So let's discuss and find out how the moods affects us after childbirth. So I've listed 7 moods that you could experience should this happen. One is having anxiety. You could also experience anxieties after childbirth, and like I said, it varies person to person. Should you experience such moods, always seek medical advice for them to instruct you of what you should do or the steps that you should take. The second aspect is rapid heart rate. So after we give birth, our heart rate increases only because we've come through a long journey, and the energy that we needed in order to bring another human being into the world, our heartbeats and all heart rate will increase. Third aspect is depression. I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. Depressed. Let's say depression. The third aspect is depression. So depression. So in regards to that, personally, I did experience depression after giving birth. It was not a good feeling. I had family and friends as my network, so that kind of helped. And again, I sought my doctor for advice on what I should do. So it's not a good feeling to go through, but unfortunately, it happens, and we just need to know how to deal with it. The fourth aspect is tiredness. You will feel very tired after you've given birth because your body's going through a lot of changes, so you will be tired, and just again seek help should you need it. I came back after wrestling with my child. He came in and just barged in. Imagine being a mother. It's like you're doing this and doing that and doing that. But anyway, that's another story. Let's continue and see where we are at. Okay. Fifth aspect is impatient. After you give birth, you will become very impatient because unfortunately children cry in demand. So they cry if they want to be fed, changed, played with, or wants to sleep. So you will have impatientness. You could also experience low sex drive. So it could be low, it could be high should you be lucky, it could be high should you not, it could be low. So that could also be a mood that you could experience as well. Stress will be definitely our last aspect to end with. So you will experience stress because there's a lot happening in such little time. You may also feel overwhelmed with everything, adjusting as a mother, especially as a first-time mother. Adjusting, becoming a mother was also a big aspect of my life, and it was also something that something that I had to adjust and acknowledge and appreciate that I am now a mother, and I'm no longer not myself. I'm no longer just me. It's me and my child, and obviously my husband. So again, stress could also be a part of the cycle. So when it comes to body changes, there are a few body changes you could experience. Like I said, it varies the person and their body size as well. Please don't be ashamed of your changes. It's something that us women or females go through when we give birth, and it's a part of a process, and we can always work towards a certain goal should you want to lose weight or should you want to become more healthy eater. So again, it's a work in progress. After you give birth, depending on your body, you could put on weight, you could lose weight. With me, I did put on weight because of the water that I was carrying. And when I say water, not the baby, I'm talking about water, like a lot of fluid you're taking in. So the water that I was carrying and the food that I was eating, I did gain weight. It took me, my child is 3 now, so it took me 2 years to actually lose my weight because I didn't want to be, like I've given birth today and then 6 months later go to the gym. No, I wanted my body to naturally lose the baby fat because I wanted to appreciate my baby fat. So I appreciated my baby fat and I lost it once my child was 2. So basically my weight was reduced when my child also was reduced. So when my child started to walk, he became slimmer and I noticed that I became slimmer as well. So it was a process with me and my child. I didn't go to the gym. I did walking quite a lot. And at the time, obviously, I was at uni then. So I was doing a lot of walking, like to the bus stop, to uni, going to buy food with my child. So with that, it's like I'm doing more walking. So that was my exercise, just walking. But I didn't go hardcore in the gym and work out 24/7, eat healthy food or drink lots. No, with me, my body, I can put on weight and I can lose weight naturally. So that's one of the good things about my body, and which I respect that for that. Dry skin could occur depending on the hormones that we are experiencing, and this can cause pigmentation, and as a result, you can actually experience what you call it, acne. So I already had acne, so it wasn't anything new to me. But I've noticed that when I gave birth, my acne actually was reduced. I didn't gain acne, but I've always had acne anyway. So you could experience acne as well. Should you experience such thing, seek the doctor or go to the pharmacy and seek advice from them as well. They're happy to help you as well. The third aspect, which we are going to discuss, is constipation. You could experience that, and that's just like goat poo. So if you've been to the farm, you'll see goat poo. So it's black, it's really hard. You could go like a whole day without doing number 2, or 3 days without doing number 2. Should you experience that again, please seek a medical advice. Stretch marks. Should you be blessed with it or should you be cursed with it? So you could experience stretch marks. I did experience stretch marks. With our family, we've got stretch marks anyway, so it wasn't a big deal to me. With my pregnancy, it wasn't as much because I've already had it, so it wasn't a lot of stretch marks. It was just that because my body was opening a bit more, obviously it was stretching, so you would experience stretch marks. I don't know if you can get rid of it, but they say that coconut butter could also help. I did experience hair loss after giving birth to our first son. Hair loss, I did start having patches. I don't know why or the cause of that, but I did see my hair becoming bald. I did speak to a doctor and they gave me a gel that I would put onto my head, which had mint smell into it. That kind of helped with the hair loss as well. Memory loss is also I wouldn't say a body change, I would probably say a mood that you could experience. I did experience memory loss, so like I'll leave the door open when I'm leaving, I'll forget stuff, like I'll just be forgetting a lot of stuff because my main focus is that our child, that was it. So I did experience memory loss, or would I say I was selecting what was a priority at the time. So yeah, you could experience memory loss. Losing appetite or going off food. You could also go off food or lose an appetite. With me, what I went off was a tea bag. So every time I would drink tea, it would make me sick. It would make me want to puke. So it wasn't, even till this day, I don't drink tea. I drink coffee instead. But vice versa, before I was pregnant, I would drink more tea and less coffee. But now that I'm a mother now and the changes had happened, I prefer coffee, and coffee does not make me sick, but tea does. Weird, isn't it? You could also experience body pain, aches. I don't know the cause of that, but I've noticed that with my leg, I used to do splits. Now, hey, it's a different story. I can't do splits anymore, but my body will go like, I'm like, yes, it's breaking, I'm nearly there. So you could also experience body ache. You could be blessed, meaning your breast could get bigger, or you could be cursed, your breast could reduce. So with me, I'm not a breast person, I'm more as an athletic. My body is more as an athletic because I used to do sports when I was a child. So I'm quite happy with what I've got. I'm quite happy with that. So you could gain more breasts, a bigger breast or a smaller breast, should you be lucky. 11th aspect is belly fat. So please bear in mind, you just carried a heavy human being. So your belly is not going to be the same should you be blessed or should you be cursed. So the belly fat, you can go to the gym and work it out. It depends what you eat. It depends on your body, how it is able to go back. With me, my body went back, and we're still in the process of the belly going back to what it was. But again, it depends on what I'm doing to help it go back to its normal size. Our final body change, please, this is not for children, we should not name it, is the V. So the V could stretch. You remember we were elastics, us girls were elastic. Anyway, the V could stretch, and this varies person to person, and you could get it back to its normal size. However, this depends if you've had multiple children before or is your first child. So in order for you to test it and understand if it's back to its normal size, is if your partner tells you things down there are looking kind of good. So chalet. But for argument's sake, if you don't want no arguments, please don't ask him about anything down there. Just let him do his work. He's waited what 6 months after, so which is a good man. Yeah, so don't ask me about down there, just do your thing, and hey, it's 9 months you find out you're gonna give birth again, chalet. But anyway, I honestly hope this video has been informative and you enjoy it. More videos are to come. Should you have any comments, please leave it below. Like I always say, I appreciate your feedback. It's the only way to go forward. And also I thank you for watching my videos. I'm still learning as a process, and thank you for watching again. Have a good day. Bye bye. Aspect is depression. The third aspect is the third aspect depression.